Good morning, friends. I hope everyone is doing well. I request everyone to watch my videos in a sequence for better understanding. If you really like my teaching and my efforts, please press the like button, share the videos with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and also press the bell button to get the regular updates. In the last video, I have discussed how to represent a Boolean function, and then I have discussed what is a min term and what is a max term. For a given function, how to identify or how to find min term and max term I have discussed. And then even I have discussed what is sum of products also. In this video, I want to discuss about product of sums. The product of sums is represented as the product of all max terms are denoted as product of sum. Is it clear? The product of sum is nothing but the product of all max term. Then what is a max term? You can ask me. A max term is that for a Boolean function, because we are representing this Boolean functions only. So for any Boolean function, for the binary variables, we will get some output as 0 or 1. Am I right or wrong? Is it clear? For any Boolean function, for the Boolean variables, if I give the values, the function will produce either output as 0 or 1. When it is producing the output as 1, we will represent in terms of min terms. When it is producing the output as 0, we will look at it for the max term. Am I right or wrong? Are you able to understand it or not? So, max term is nothing but for what are the combinations the function is producing the output as 0. So such max terms, if I product them, I will get the product of sum. Even it can be denoted as POS also. In shorthand, people will represent it as POS, product of sums. So I will explain this concept with an example. Suppose let's take that I have a Boolean function called as A, B complement or C. Let's take that I have, this is the Boolean expression I have. So now how to represent it I will discuss. Now what are the variables are there? I have three variables are there, which is A, B and then C. What is the expression we have taken? A complement B or C is there. So this is the expression I have taken. So now let me represent the function first. How to represent? First I need to find the A value, B value and C value. So what are the values can be possible for A, B, C? 0 or 1, because these are the binary variables. So if I give zeros, I will completely get 8 combinations. How to represent it? This is the better way to represent the 8 combinations. I hope you are following it. So totally I will get 8 combinations. If you see them, totally we got 8 combinations. So these numbers, if I convert into decimal number, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay. So totally we got the 8 combination. Now if I give the A value as 0, B value as 0, C value as 0, what is this function will produce? The function will produce the output as 0. If you want to verify, you can verify it. A's complement is nothing but 1 and 0 or 0. So which will be equal to 1 and 0 is what? 0 only. 0 or 0 is equal to 0. Is it clear? And this function for this inputs 0, 0, 1, it will produce the output as 1. How? Because this will be A's complement is 1, B is 0 and C is 1. So 1 and 0 is equal to 0. 0 or 1 is equal to 1. So that's why this function is producing the output as 1. And if it is 0, 1, 0, what is this value will produce? 1. If you want to verify, you can verify it also. How to verify it? Take the values. 0 is there, A's complement will be 1 and you have B which is value 1. So 1 and C value is 0. So or 0. 1 and 1 is what? 1 only. Okay, or 0 is equal to 1, so it is producing the output as 1, and this will produce the output as 1. If you want to verify, you can verify whatever this one. If C is 1, you will get 1, am I right? Or 1, this is either 0 or 1, it will give me the output as 1 when C is 1. Okay, I have erased this one, let me write it again. Okay, this is A complement B and okay, so this is 1 0, so this is 1 means 0 and 0 will give 0, or 0 it will give the output as 0, and this will be 1 because whatever this one is, if you have C value as 1, you will get output as 1. This will be 0 and 1, not 0. Yeah, 0 and 1 is equal to 0, or 0 is 0. And this will produce the output as 1. So totally how many ones you got for this function? Totally you got 4 ones, and 4 ones we got 3, 4, and how many zeros? Somewhere we missed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So totally 5 ones we got and 3 zeros we got as an output. Okay. So now what is a min term? Min term is wherever it is producing the output as 1. What is a max term? Wherever this function is producing the output as 0. Here it is producing the output as 0. Here it is producing the output as 0. And it is producing the output as 0. So now you represent the max terms. How to represent? When it is 0, what is the values? A value is 0, B value is 0, C value is 0. So how to represent in a max term is A, B, C you will write. Are you able to understand it or not? So A value is 0, so you will write A, B, C. How I have written in the max term is that whenever you have the value 0, you will write A. Whenever it is 1, you will write it as C complement. Remember again, when it is 0, when the input is 0, you will represent it as A, B, C, and you will write or between them. So A or B or C is the max term. Is it clear? Are you able to understand it or not? Similarly, another max term is, as it is having 1, it is A's complement, and then you have B and C. Okay, are you able to understand? So A complement or B or C. So if you want to write it in a shortcut, how to write it is, you write A or B or C. Whenever there is a 1, you represent the complement for it. Now come to this one, how I will write it as, first I will write it as A or B or C. Now look at wherever this 1 is there. For A, 1 is there, so you write it as A complement. For B, it is having 1, so you write it as a B complement. Now these are the 3 max terms we got, because for 3 combinations, this function is producing the output as 0. So now what is the product of sum? The product of all max terms are denoted as product of sum. So we got all the max terms. This is the max term we got, this is the max term we got, and this is the max term we got. So if I product all the max terms, product means AND operation, if I perform between them, I will get the product of sums. Is it clear? I hope you have understood. Or in a shortcut, how to write the, let me erase this one. How to write the product of sum for this one is phi of, for whatever the output it is producing at 0, for this one it producing the output as 0, for this one it is producing output 0, for this one. Now take this one 0, 0, 0. What is the equivalent decimal number? 0. Am I right or wrong? Okay, and then it is producing here also output as 0, 1, 0, 0, which is equal to what? 4 in the decimal number. Okay, and this 1, 1, 0 also it is producing the output as 0. 1, 1, 0 is what? 6. So even we can represent the product of sums like this also, or this way also. Now you can ask me, sir, what is the sum of products for this one? Okay, once you got the product of sums, we can even represent the sum of products also. Is it clear? Now when it is producing the output as 1 here, so this decimal number is 1, okay, and here also it is producing the output as 1, 2. What is the sum of products? First we need to find the min terms. What is a min term? We look at the combination where the function produces output as 1. So these 5 combinations, the output is producing, means the function is producing the output as 1. So what is the first combination? 0, 0, 1. Convert into decimal number. 0, 0, 1 is nothing but 1. Then again it is producing the output as 1 here. 0, 1, 0. Convert into decimal number. It is 2. And again it is producing here 0, 1, 1. What is the decimal number? 3. Are you able to understand? So now it is 1, 0, 1, which is equal to 5. And then again 111, which is equal to 7. So for this function, either we can represent in the product of sum or in the sum of products. So this is for product of sums, POS, and this is sum of products. If you find one of them, you can find the another one. Is it clear? If I find the product of sum for a function, even I can find the sum of products. How it is? Suppose if you see that totally we will have 8 combinations for a function, because you have 3 binary variables. So totally 8 combinations will be there. So for the 8 combination, this function can produce 0 or 1 as an output. So if you see that when it is producing the output as 0, we represent as product of sum. When it is producing 1, we have represent as sum of products. So what are the values which are not there here? You can write it here. Are you able to understand? Suppose see here 0, 4, 6 is there. What are the values are missing? 1, 2, 3 is missing. Okay. Then 4 and 6 is there. What value is missing? 5 and 7. Is it clear? I hope you have understood how I have taken a Boolean function and identify the max terms, and then how I represent as a product of sums. From the product of sums, even I have found how to get the sum of products also. I hope you have understood the concepts which I have discussed in this video. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts in less than 24 hours. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day.